Johnny Manziel is the first freshman to be named college football's best player.
The Texas A&M quarterback says winning the Heisman was a lifelong dream. He talked with Jeff Glor about his record-breaking season. Jeff, good morning.
Charlie, good morning to you. Manziel was still battling a cold when we spoke with him. He still has one more college exam left this year, and he has a bowl game to get ready for. But he was open and honest in our conversation. At 20, his life just changed forever.
Johnny Manziel.
When you've just made history on this stage, it takes a little time to sink in. Have you come down from the high yet, or are you still riding that wave?
I think I'm still somewhere in the middle.
It's madness right now.
Chaos. Absolute chaos.
Manziel with a lot of time.
Johnny Manziel told us things really seemed to change for him after he led his team to a stunning upset of defending national champ Alabama in November, which vaulted him atop the Heisman watch list.
How about that?
From there, I tried to tune out the Sports Center, tune out all the media and all the other stuff that was going on that was labeling me as a Heisman favorite or whatever it was. So from there, I just tried to make sure that keep doing the same thing you've been doing all year.
Unfortunately, that meant missing highlights of a true sports passion. No, not football in this case, basketball. When did you become such a big basketball fan?
Probably when I got to college, because in high school my dad didn't let me play because baseball was the thing that I did, and so I went football and then baseball, and basketball was in between, and it was hard to fit them in. So whenever I got to college and the rec center was there, go 4 times a week, 3-4 times a week. And
so everybody's talking about you in football, and you're secretly trying to watch as much basketball as you can.
I love basketball. I can sit there and watch NBA games all night.
Manziel, however, knows that his playing future is on the field. He is only 1 year in. Things
this year have been beyond what I ever thought they would be as far as team-wise and individual. So coming back next year, it's just going to be fun to go out and play and know that I have 3 more years left. It's such a blessing and a great opportunity to go out and have 3 more years to play a game that you love.
Do you want to play all 3 of those years?
It'll all be a decision that will be made down the road sometime. If the NFL does call, then you have to look at that.
One of the knocks on him when he does hit the pros is bound to be his size. 6'1" is not considered ideal. Manziel seems unfazed.
It's not all about size anymore. You don't have to be 6'5" and be a great pocket passer. You can be like RG3 and Russell Wilson and have some mobility and have some success.
That said, the running quarterbacks, you expose yourself to more injuries, potentially. RG3 was just hurt. Do you think about that?
I do. But there's a time where you need to know to get what you can get and try to be as smart as possible. You can't protect yourself every single time, but if you look at Michael Vick, he takes a lot of shots, and there's probably times where you should just know when you cut your losses, you get what you can get and you get down.
When you're out there, how much of this is ad-libbed and how much of this is planned?
I think I go into every play with a plan, and then from there, if the defense wins, they get a good coverage from there, it almost just takes over. It's just almost just natural for me to play the way that I do.
Freshman quarterback Johnny Manziel, ladies and gentlemen.
There is nothing natural about the attention Manziel is receiving right now, which he's reminded of every time he looks at this trophy. What about this has surprised you the most? Good workout, man.
I guess just all the stuff that comes with it, and all the people that kind of come with it. There's family that kind of they talk to you every now and then at Christmas, and now they're calling every week, and then friends from the woodworks, and just everybody coming back.
So when all those people come out, you know the people that are true friends are the ones who are there from
start to finish. From start to finish.
Wow. Interesting. He has great presence.
He does.
How good is he?
He's great. Statistically, he had the best college football season ever. More yards than Cam Newton did in his final season. Listen, he's 20 years old. He's a redshirt freshman. This is all so new for him. Yeah. Keep in mind, he was not a favorite for the Heisman when this season began. This all just kind of blew up after the Alabama game, which was less than a month ago now.
Yeah.
And then he became the favorite.
That's why I'm so fascinated that here he is at 20. He's reached his lifelong dream. So clearly he's impressive on the field. What's he like off the field, this guy?
He's a good kid. hasn't been talked to by everyone and told what to say. So as he's open and honest and will talk to you, and he enjoyed the conversation. He wanted to talk more about basketball. I think everybody's been asking about football so much. He wanted to sit there and chat about the NBA just a little bit. I mean, any respite he finds, I think, from that madness right now is something that he likes a lot.
Speaking of respite, he has a girlfriend, doesn't he?
He does. I'm told he is definitely the center of attention right now in more ways than one. And listen, he is going to have a very interesting time trying to handle all of this as he moves forward here. By the way, he's still got this bowl game, the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah. But he seems to have the presence I mentioned earlier to handle this.
He absolutely does. And he has a sense of humor, too. He talked about picking up the Heisman Trophy. You saw him there. He's like, they asked me to raise it above my head. I didn't know if I could do it or not.
Was it heavy?
25 pounds.
Yeah.
Any sense as to whether he would turn pro if the offers were very attractive?
He has to stay in college for at least one more year. He was a redshirt, so this is technically his second year in college, even though it's 1 year of playing. So he has at least one more year. I think it becomes an evaluation process after that. There's quarterbacks who stayed in, maybe too long, and there's quarterbacks who stayed in for the full 4 years and did great. Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I think that's
the
up
other
to
thing
him.
you're seeing is a lot of these kids who are coming out of college are really getting really good in the pros right away.
This year,
they don't have the Aaron Rodgers thing where he had to wait.
Well, this year has been an extraordinary year for NFL rookies, that is.
Right.
RG3, Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck. That doesn't always...
And Cam Newton last year.
Right. That doesn't always happen. They've struggled at times. So I think, listen, Manziel's going to have a very difficult decision
to make.
Well, good for him. I say, anything he needs to handle, his girlfriend will help him through it.
Or some girlfriend.
Or she's already telling the girls back. So congratulations to Johnny Manziel. Really like him. Thank you, Jeff Glor.